You felt it. That moment when everything around you suddenly feels off. Not broken, not dangerous, just misaligned. Like reality didn't load properly. Good. Because that feeling, it wasn't meant for you to notice. But this time, don't look away. There's a question, quiet, patient, almost invisible, living underneath your life. Not on the surface, deeper, under your routines, under your relationships, under the version of you everyone recognizes. It doesn't arrive with noise. It slips in, between breaths, between thoughts, between moments that should feel normal but don't. A subtle certainty that something about all of this isn't right. Most people feel it and bury it. You didn't, which means some part of you already understands something you were never supposed to understand. Let's say something uncomfortable. Every human being has questioned reality. Not always with logic, not always with words, but the feeling? Always the same. Ancient minds built structures like they were trying to escape time itself. Philosophers doubted what they saw, as if vision itself couldn't be trusted. Mystics called this world a veil. Different eras, different languages, same suspicion. So ask yourself, what does it mean when the most persistent idea in human history is that reality might not be real? Is that coincidence or inheritance? And here's where it turns inward. You're not asking this question out of curiosity. You're asking it because something inside you stopped believing the script. You felt emotions too large for your life, pain that didn't fit the situation, moments that felt too precise, too temporary, too intentional, like they were placed there, not lived. And when reality stops making sense, the mind doesn't collapse. It searches, and sometimes it finds something it shouldn't. Now let's be precise. If even one advanced intelligence exists, just one, then simulations are inevitable. Not crude ones, perfect ones, indistinguishable from reality. And once that happens, simulated minds outnumber real ones, not slightly, overwhelmingly. So now you exist. You are conscious, inside some layer of reality. So answer this carefully. What are the odds you are in the original? And then reality itself starts behaving strangely. At the smallest level, nothing is definite. Particles don't decide what they are until they are observed. Before that, they exist in possibilities, not one state, many, undefined, waiting. And the moment something observes, everything collapses into certainty. Reality becomes real. So ask yourself something dangerous. If you were designing a system like this, would you render everything at once, or only what is being observed? Only what is necessary in the exact moment it's needed? Because that's not theory anymore. That's exactly how this universe behaves. Now understand this. You have never experienced reality, not once. Everything you see, everything you hear, everything you feel is constructed. Your brain sits in darkness, receiving signals and building a world. You don't see reality. You see an interpretation, a prediction, a controlled hallucination that just happens to be consistent. And when information is missing, your mind fills the gaps perfectly, seamlessly, so you never notice what isn't there. But what if those gaps are not errors? What if they are limits? What if reality doesn't exist continuously, but only when it's required, and your mind has been smoothing it out your entire life? Now we go somewhere deeper. If this is a simulation, then your pain wasn't random. Every loss, every moment that shaped you against your will was placed, not meaningless, not accidental, intentional. So think about the worst thing that ever happened to you, the one you don't talk about. Now ask yourself, what if that wasn't chaos? What if that was design? A calculated event to change your trajectory, to make your experience more engaging, more real. What if your suffering is part of the narrative, and you're not the one living it, you're the one being used to generate it? And free will, that might be the most convincing illusion of all. Every choice you've made came from something you didn't choose, your biology, your past, your conditioning. You didn't choose your fears. You didn't choose what feels like love. You didn't choose how your mind reacts. So tell me, where do you begin? And if this system exists, then even your sense of control was given to you. It feels real. That's what makes it effective. And then there's that feeling, you know the one. Not fear, not paranoia, just awareness. Like something, someone is watching. Not interfering, not judging, just observing, recording, waiting. And here's the truth people avoid. Anything being studied doesn't know it's being studied. So if something exists beyond your perception, you would never detect it. And if you can't detect it, how would you ever prove it isn't there? Now think about someone you love, their voice, their presence, the way they exist in your mind. Now strip it down. What are you actually experiencing? Signals, reflections, interpretations. You've never touched them directly, only your brain's version of them. So if this is a simulation, were they ever real? And here's the more difficult question. Does it matter? Because what you felt was real. But what is love if the thing you love exists only inside perception?